Alright, Sid, what do you have to tell us? The boys have been hard at work preparing for our flight, and I'm pleased to say we're ready to depart. That is, as soon as a certain... Ah. Ah! Oh, God. No! Come on. Pray forgive my lateness. Tataru and I had much to discuss. We still have no news for the missing scions, but she assures me that Urianger and Real are pursuing promising leads. Come, come. We can continue this discussion aboard the Enterprise. I don't like Alpha No if it's not clear. Solely from A Realm Reborn. The others are waiting for you aboard the Enterprise. Vaidwin, shall we get going? Yes. There are so many checkpoint NPCs here. I say it does come a long way over the expansions. I've heard that. Giving him a chance. Mostly because I have to.
To the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted. In search of a mysterious land known as Azizlar, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets. Oblivious to the new threat which followed in their wake, they came.
From here, Camp Cloudtop looks rather far. Beyond Yagatu, and the Vanu could be anywhere, even watching us as we speak. Assuming the Soleil is here, I doubt she will come to us. We should begin searching the Isles in earnest. Of course, we must remain vigilant for Vanu scouts as well. I would rather avoid needless bloodshed. You search the skies for the Soleil, but see nothing resembling the missing airship. Oh, I should have had Carbuncle out. I'm sure it's fine. Kind of over-leveled. I just did that. Mayhap this effort was doomed for failure. Begs mercy of Netherlings, does not fight, does not wish to die. Was that a Vanu being attacked? But by whom? Okay, bees. Over there! Imperial troops! Ishgardians, seize them! They don't know where the Archbishop is. The enemy of my enemy. We've no choice. With me, Vaidwin, protect the Vanu. Yeah, so the Pope... I forgot. Just... hightailed it. Fry short of a full potato. Netherlings save Lanuvanu from certain death. Showers Netherlings with thanks like summer squall. Lanuvanu knows not what wind bears Netherlings to Cloud Sea, but warmly welcomes them. Does gratitude where gratitude is due. Ooh, popcorn. Lanuvanu owes much more to Netherlings as saviors, as heroes. Zindu welcomes you. To village we go. To the north. The Guardians were searching... Oh, wait. So the Guardians were searching for the Archbishop and believed that the Vanu knew something of his whereabouts. Methods notwithstanding, they may have had the right of it. I conclude that we should accept the Lord Lanuvanu's offer of hospitality and visit his village. Aw, sad little puppy voice. Like breeze guides leaves to rest, come and lay down your burdens, Netherlings. Lanuvanu throws wide arms in greeting. Behold, Oxundo. A far warmer welcome than the one you received from the Vundu, I think. Ha! Vundu bluster and blow hither and yon, sound and fury like aimless gale. Eh? What unseen lightning begets such thunderous report? There you are. Did you see it? It's that damned flying whale again. The Imperials are after it. Where? Where? The white? He's wounded. By the 12, did the beast just eat that island? Oh, insatiable wight, O devourer of worlds, why must you torment us? Ah, Lanuvanu wastes no more words on his unfathomable deeds. Come, Netherlings, come and break words with Chief of Zundu. Did all 10s last week? Ugh. With wisdom deep as nethers and eyes clear as cloudless blue, Son of Anu speaks for Zundu. Hearken to his words. Netherlings deliver Lanuvanu from claws of steel-shod fiends and prove nobility. He knows not to ignore zephyr winds and brings before you with all haste. Soft rains to soothe the heart and sunshine to warm. Gratitude of Sanu, chief of Zundu, is boundless. We are honored to meet you, Chief Sanu. I'm Alphino Levelier, and these are my companions, Fatewind Fortunes and Sid Garland. We have come in search of an airship, a flying vessel of the Nethers, which we believe is somewhere in the Cloud Sea. Ah, like to black steel-shod contraption from which you saved Lanuvanu. Alas, no, that ship belongs to the Garlean Empire, an old enemy of ours, though not the enemy we are looking for at present. The men we seek wear armor of purest white and are led by an older man in white robes. Wait, Lanuvanu hear tell of these Netherlings. You do? Are you certain? As sun rises and falls and returns, we are. Zundu scouts can testify to words of Lanuvanu. Aye, winds carry purpose of Netherlings to our ears as well. Netherlings seek key to Azizla. Azizla sounds like a Led Zeppelin record. Welcome back, Bees. Now we're getting somewhere. Tell us, Chief Sanu, what exactly is this Azizla? Beware, Netherlings, for blackest clouds portend greatest danger. Look not into heart of tempest. There lies ancient birthplace of sin, home of forbidden secrets. To speak more is to call the wind. But the White Devourer's isle where key is kept, deep within bowels of mighty Bismarck it lies, beyond reach of the foolhardy. And beyond ours. Rejoice not in his gluttony, Lanuvanu, for a stone gives way to water and wind, all yields to the white. This he knows, Chief Sanu. Madness of Vundu bodes ill for all Vanu. Do I have to go into a giant whale? Is the belly of the whale a dungeon? Oh, it's a trial? Shit. So Azizla is home to forbidden secrets, accessible only to the bearer of a key which the Archbishop covets. Much as I would like to believe it's safe within the belly of Bismarck, the Knight of the Heavensward wield primal powers. If we do not slay the whale and claim the key first, they surely will. Quite how we will go about it is another matter. As was the case with our battle with Leviathan, we are out of our element, and this time we have far fewer allies to call upon. Be that as it may, our customary approach still holds true. We must begin by learning more about the White. Let us each question the residents of the village, then regroup and share our findings anon. If Netherlings seek knowledge of the White, then speak with Kunuvali, foremost keeper of tales, but neglect not to present self with humility and respect. As sun yields to moon and moon to sun, Netherlings must greet Kunuvali with a bow. I find it odd how reliant they are on, like, using the same macros over and over. I mean, if it were, like, really neat macros they worked really hard for, but they're fairly obscure, I could see that. But, like, at this stage, it just seems peculiar to have to go use emotes like bow before I can talk to anybody. But here we are. Zephyr winds at your back and sunshine to warm your brow, traveler from below. Kunuvali, keeper of tales, hears your words, and she remembers. In times long ago and lands elsewhere, before even the clouds see, the White is one among many. Newborn, he swims beside his many brothers, in seas of endless water. But hated the White is, for his brothers are purest black. So great is their contempt, their loathing, that they turn upon him and rend his flesh asunder. And so he falls, only to rise again. The merciful gods raise him to the heavens, and there he is reborn. The White still longs for the sea to which he cannot return. But in rebirth, a splinter of the divine is shared, and so he opens his maw, from whence come the clouds, and a new sea is born, home to him alone. Content, he gazes below and sees others who are as he, hated and hunted. He weeps, and in his benevolence he raises up isles of earth and guides these people to the cloud sea. Such is the tale of his rebirth, and the salvation of the Vanu. May it never be forgot. But this demon which menaces the cloud sea, his rage is that of the Vundu, his hunger that of a wild beast. The isles are his gift to us, yet now he must consume them. Kunuvali knows no tales like this. So according to the Vanu, the Sea of Clouds and the Floating Isles were gifts from Bismarck to his people. Gifts which he has taken to eating, yes. Technically within his rights, I suppose, if perhaps a little ungenerous. Gods, eh? But what of you, Alphino? Did you learn aught of value? Alas, no. That is, unless you have an interest in the intricacies of Vanu skyfishing. Skyfishing? My gods, that's it! Alphino, my boy, I could kiss you. Do it. From what we have observed, Bismarck is a creature of pure instinct, driven primarily by hunger. When wounded by the Imperials, it fled, but not before devouring another island to restore its strength. What I propose is this. We tow a suitably appetizing island through the Sea of Clouds, in essence fishing for our flying whale. Once we draw Bismarck out of hiding, we shall use dragon killers to fire grapnels into the B-side, and then reel it in close, enabling our resident Icon Slayer to engage it directly. A bold plan, Master Garland, but an exceedingly dangerous one. Should Faven fail to subdue the creature, she would almost certainly be eaten, along with the rest of your appetizing
she won't fail.
island. If anything does go wrong, I'll be at the helm of the Enterprise, ready to tow her out of trouble. I wouldn't entrust a task like this to anyone else. Nor I. I trust you have no objections to my joining you as well. Not at all. The more the merrier. Right then. Seems the boys and I have a lot of work to do if the Enterprise is to be ready for our fishing trip, while you two need to find me some bait. And not just any island mind, I want a mouthful at most. Don't be all sit. Well, you heard, Sid. We need an island to bait the hook. By way of a first step, I propose we speak with Chief Sonu. If the Zunduer is concerned by Bismarck's behavior, as they have given us to believe, they may well be supportive of our efforts to slay him. Gunavanu awake? Yes, he is. Gunavanu works hard, a netherling. Gunavanu awake? Yes, he is. Gunavanu works hard. A netherling, no wings, fleshy beak, not Vanu, certainly. Netherling could not sneak up on Vanu that slumbers, claws cut sharper than fee scale. Gunavanu's brother sends Netherling to help with rite of passage. Gunavanu passes right, and there's no longer a nestling. Heaven shine on Gunavanu this day. Worry on failing 8 times, weighs heavy on heart. I have no idea. I think I started with Trump and just started going elsewhere. But now, with Netherling's help, Gunavanu casts off weight and soars higher than any in Oxundu imagines. Just... I don't get paid to do the voices, so why be consistent? Tremontaine is upon us, the white feasts, and the Vundu rejoice in his carnage. Hear me, Chief Sonu. This creature which torments you now is not the deity who raised up the floating isles and made a gift of them to you. He's a perversion of your beliefs given form by the Vundu, a false savior who consumes that which he should rightly safeguard. Yet it need not be this way, Chief Sonu. We have the power to strike down this impostor. We must beg of you an island to see it done. Moats against the tempest, in vain do they struggle. Yet who is Sonu to speak of what may be? Perhaps even the Tremontaine can turn to the ponent. Very well, Netherlings. When you're ready, tell Zundu scouts what manner of island you require, and they guide you to it. We shall not fail you, Sonu. On that you have my word. Come, Fadewind, let us see how Sid's preparations are progressing. That's not Mojang. Our Guardian friends have furnished us with dragon killers and ammunition, and I've taken the liberty of procuring a magic field generator as well. Rest assured we've chains to spare, every link forged by the manufacturer's master craftsman. If you have any lingering doubts as to their strength, know they were originally intended to bind dragons, and were not found wanting. It pleases me to inform you that Vanu have agreed to furnish us with an island of our choosing. Then all that remains is to confirm the readiness of the poor buggers who will actually be doing the fighting. They wouldn't let Wedge know when your party is assembled. Is that an NPC thing? Probably shouldn't be telling you this, but I don't like this plan. I don't like it one little bit. I can't help being excited all the time. All the same. It's a hard mode. So, I think I may be stuck here. Okay. Oh, he's right there. We can just go straight to it. Oh, what? Alright, so I'm guessing those water splashes are bad. What? This is crazy. Apex, hello friend, how are you doing? We're just fighting a giant flying whale. No big deal. My friend Bees is carrying me. Oh, is that it? Sweet. Clunk. And then it breaks. Sweet. Thank you.
Darkness, light to none, known. Hearken. Receiver, blessing, small.
You're coming in kind of statically. Staticky, Heidelin. The Pope!
So falls the Lord of Mists, as did all others before him. How many times does this make, Warrior of Light? Ah, how much you have grown. Far beyond the limits of mere mortals.
She has what we seek.
That she does. The key to Azizla and the secrets of Alag.
Carbuncle, fetch.
Have regained the blessing of light, albeit at a fraction of its former strength.
Dude, I would be so mad if one of them turned out to be Moonbrita.
My thanks to you, Asian. And to you as well, Warrior of Light, for saving us the effort of slaying Bismarck.
Yeah, don't mention it.
Now that the key is within our grasp, the path to the heavens shall at last be laid bare.
Yeah, so when we first encountered him, I was like, oh, well, this looks like the Pope. He's a bad guy. Because, like, anytime you play a game like this, and it's like something resembling the church, it's always evil. Yet to be wrong. Not the nice Pope Turf Elden Ring. I don't think I ever found it. I think I played through the whole game without encountering the turtle. I know a bunch of people killed it, which is horrible.
By our deeds shall the wrongs of antiquity be righted, and man reclaim the reins of history.
What wrongs is he hoping to right? Just killing all the dragons? What is that? Is that heaven? Did I find heaven? Forgive me, Faedwin. Had I known what was happening, mayhap I could have done something to stop them. Alas, Wedge and I were still sealed within the engine room, and heard naught of the struggle until it was over. And now, for all our efforts, the Archbishop holds the very thing we sought to keep from him. But all is not lost, for we yet live, and we know their destination. Let us give chase and bring an end to their machinations. Yeah, I can fly now, right? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Though we failed to secure the key, we must not forget that we succeeded in ridding the realm of another primal, and prevented the Vanuvanu's lands from being consumed in so doing. The Zundu, at least, shall be glad of our deeds this day. Let us go and inform Chief Sonu of our victory. Sid and the others will need a moment to tend the Enterprise, besides.
Wait, something is amiss. Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
Reveal yourselves at once!
I don't think I've encountered this person before.
And there I was, expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
Oh, yeah.
I thought Ishgardians responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken. Just as Wire observed, the Warrior of Light is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
Galvis! You're a blood elf.
Right. She who bested Van Baelsar.
It would seem that the famous hero of Eorzea seeks Azizlar as well. Hardly unexpected. The secrets of the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the scions of the Seventh Dawn. You know as well as we what will ensue should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free. that their very existence threatens the life of this star. We but disagree on the solution to the problem.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favored recourse. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
You do not hesitate to speak your mind, even when your every word could be your last. Alas, your sentiments betray the narrowness of your view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world. 'Tis my solemn charge as Emperor to bring the Icons to heel. If this requires the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
No, don't! They are not his thralls!
Where did that come from?
Who threw that?
Take cover!
Oh, I was thinking it was gonna be Sid. Dude, that is sick looking.
Your Radiance, we must withdraw.
Did that dude just sign on to AOL?
We shall meet again, warrior of light. On that you have my word.
Oh, pretty.
So Garlemald too has designs on Azizlar. But why would the Emperor himself elect to lead the expedition?
Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would stand less than 20 paces from the Emperor of Garlemald. There's Zos Galvus in the flesh. I assume the commander that accompanied him must be the legatus of whom the centurion spoke. Ah, forgive me, this is neither the time nor place for such idle speculation. I return to the Enterprise at once. It occurs to me that our friends may have run afoul of Imperial forces as well. I have yet to apprise Chief Sonu of all that has occurred, but once I have, we will rejoin you at the airship. Thank the 12 you're alive, Faedwin. When that battleship appeared and fired on the village, we feared the game was up to you and Alphino. When the 7 hells happened out there. Ram should be there at 10 AM? Fuck yeah. First the Archbishop turns up with Ascian in tow, and now the God's damned Emperor pays us a visit. What is this, a procession of notable bastards? Who's next? The Keeper of the 7th Bloody Gate? No one so notable, Master Garland. I am happy to report that the Zendu were overjoyed to learn of Bismarck's demise. Chief Sonu sends his warmest regards, Faedwin. There was much talk of westerly winds. Miraculously, none suffered lasting harm during the raid. It would seem the Zendu were taken entirely unawares, and wisely chose to offer no resistance. I sense they have no more to fear from the Empire, for the present at least. Had the Emperor truly been intent on their extermination, Oxundu would already have been leveled. Plainly Varys is only interested in reaching Azizlar. Speaking of which, if you're ready to continue the chase, the Enterprise is as well. Shall we? I get a little wind up, Sid. No. I don't know anything about this, but why do I get a bad feeling looking at this picture and the name of the quest? I just got like somebody's gonna die vibes looking at this. I have a Encyclopedia Eorzea, and I've had to stop because like I've read to the point where I am in the game, and I don't want to spoil it for myself. Does that make sense? Lest you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If Azis La lies in that direction, we'll find it. Nodders. The Soleil may have a lead on us, but she's no enterprise. We'll catch them, you'll see. I want his fucking coat. Yeah, I think you start in Kurthus and branch out from there. I think. I don't want her to die.
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again, least of all under these circumstances. My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
Livia? Livia Sas Junius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar?
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
my mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich. 'Twas his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him, but I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Chief, we should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Az's La should be.
Hold on, everyone!
So is that a gem that they can put on and take off? Because Sid covers his with his goggles. Or maybe she has like makeup covering it or something, because she leaned over and did a thing and then it was there. You think that's it? What else would it be?
Is that... Allagan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
What was that?
Some sort of barrier.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the auxiliary propeller!
Sid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
God damn it all! Why do the Allegans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
We barely finished repairing the damage incurred during our sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. I can only presume the Soleil passed the barrier unscathed. That would certainly explain why the Vanu called it a key. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think that he is not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Azizla. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander, that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allegans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing two galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
An airship reborn. Reborn. Nope. Welcome back, Fadewind. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? So you finally arrived at Azizla, only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier. Typical. But it's not all bad news. I've made progress in the search of our friends. Don't worry, Faedwin. We'll get to Azizla yet. When you fled the Victory Feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Well, shortly after things went back to normal in Ul'dah, I asked Marshal Tarpon to have the tunnels searched. A logical place to look. It was there that you lost contact with Minfilia, Thancred, and Ishtola, was it not? Dare I ask what the Marshal found? I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said there had been a discovery, and that we were to come to the Hall of Flames at our earliest convenience. I dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once. Tataru, let Urianger know to join us in Ul'dah. He will wish to be present as well. Yes, sir. Oh. Urianger. Oh, Urianger. Right. Pippin. We are grateful for your assistance, Marshal Tarpon. You saved her grace and father both. It is the least I could do to repay you. Forgive my impatience, Marshal, but your missive mentioned a discovery. I can't remember what any of these voices sound like anymore. Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scour the waterways. Almost immediately, we encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. With the Mineral Concern's cooperation, however, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen crystal braves. Go on. Be at ease, Master Alphino. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. And then there is this. Oh, a conjurer's main weapon. I think. Ishtola's wand. I'd assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. 'Tis as I did surmise. Judging by the etheric imprint that lingereth yet upon this wand, it hath assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Namely? The very first that man did conceive to traverse great distances, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize the Lifestream, flow. The spell entaileth the reduction of the corporeal form into its constituent aether, that the caster might enter the Lifestream and ride its currents thereby. Unlike the teleportation magics of modern times, it requireth not a lengthy incantation. That a shoulder should choose to employ such a spell bespeaketh the need for haste. Early stay on Dynamis is my home data center. Mommy still. Yeah, what dungeons you like? Right on, right on. I don't know what all I have left coming up tonight. Because I'm trying to remain spoiler free, but right now I'm just like grinding through MSQ, you know? All of which would suggest she managed to escape. Would that it was so simple. Know that the scholars of Sharlayan forbid the use of the spell, and with good reason. Caster hath but limited control over his course. For every mage who came safe unto his destination, another would be set adrift in the Lifestream, never to emerge. What? No, no, you can't mean... Be not downcast, my friends, for there is yet hope. 'Tis like that Ishtola's passage hath left traces in the Lifestream. Could we but follow these from the point at which magic was invoked, we may yet find her. Ooh, there's a Sylveon in the Pokemon community game, y'all. To the Silty excavation site, then. Our thanks for your aid, Marshal. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Ishtola's safe return. Evidence of Ishtola. Yeah, let's get right back into it. Evidence of Ishtola's passage will have been made faint by time, and mayhap some few scant traces yet remain to guide our steps. Are they never going to explain the super cool night vision binoculars? you see Aether with him. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that they've said, and I guess that's all we're gonna get. Like, would it not be helpful for me also to have those? The trail leadeth to the north and east, unto the bosom of the Twelveswood. Are you certain? Aye, there is no mistake. Thither Dude, fuck this guy, okay? Thither hath... I'm trying real hard to like Urianger. But no one, not even Shakespeare. Not even Shakespeare said thither hath. Aye, there is no mistake. Thither hath Y'shtola journeyed. And yet the Gridanians have reported no sightings. You must take this to mean she is still adrift. If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the Lifestream is more akin to a raging torrent. Linger overlong in the midst of this maelstrom, and the ether that formeth one's soul shall surely be scattered, ne'er to be reformed. We have no time to waste. Urianger, pray explore all possible options for reversing the effects of this forbidden magic. Bidwin Tataru, we three shall press on to Gridania to petition the Elder Seedseer's aid. It is said that the elementals perceive the Lifestream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in its mist, they may be able to find her. But if we are to appeal to them for assistance, we must needs do so through their chosen, the Pajal. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak with Kanisana without delay. I have already requested an audience with the Elder Seedseer. She will receive us in the Lotus Stand presently. We need but speak with the Conjurer yonder to be admitted. Thanks, Start Wiki. Kanisana. Be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. It will not, my lady. Pray forgive the abrupt nature of our requests, but it is a matter of life and death. You know what? I bet Alphino is quite familiar with CBT. I see. As you say, we must needs act swiftly we are to free Y'shtola from the ungentle pull of the Lifestream. And as you have surmised, we cannot do this unaided. However... just a vibe, you know? You see it, right, Bees?
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
That being...
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
You love Kanisana's race. Okay, so I think I vaguely recall this being like basically a mutation that happens like once every, you know, once every whatever generation, or, and, you know, a small percentage, because mutation, right? I mean, yeah, so, because there's a kid also that we deal with through storyline. I can't remember the last time I had seen him, but yeah, so not aura, but they do have horns. And it's just a genetic mutation. That's all I know. Bought the wrong room size. Is that... Can you not undo that? Are you, like, screwed for months now because of that? Pagan. I don't know.
Oh, I know just the person. Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade.
Is that C necessary in Evershade? Yeah, that sounds familiar. 16k? I don't know how long that takes to accrue. I'm sorry, bud. Yeah, so humanoid, white horns. Blessed by the forest. The jaw. Ageless. Okay.
There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
Because I think it's just those two, right? It's Kenna and, whatever the boy's name is, that I think has a similar name scheme. If memory serves, Y'shtola's sister's named Emitra. Okay, so like an anagram of Mithra? Oh, you know her, don't you? Do you? Well then, that ought to make things easier. Anyway, she spends most of her time around Upkolu Falls, from what I recall. Let's look for her there. Greetings, Fated One. What brings you here today? I see you have companions. Lady Emitra, it is an honor to meet you. My name is Alphino Levelure, and this is Tataru. You're my sister's comrades in the Signs of the Seventh Dawn. When I heard that your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Y'shtola. Oh, they have a cute little nickname for her. But all mine efforts were to no avail. Now I know why. A forbidden spell of all things. That she should be so reckless. What's done is done. I thank you for bringing word to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we were born of different mothers, our veins course with the same father's blood. I hope that this will be enough for the elementals. Come, let us make for Evershade at once. I can't believe I read that without reading it as Sade. A Sade. Wait, there's another one. I don't remember seeing her before.
Let us begin. Raya O.
I'm so glad they didn't name him like Raya N.
Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the Lifestream, a drifting soul to find.
Alright, Apex, you get some rest. Thanks for hanging out. Feel better soon.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
Oh, okay. Well then enjoy lying down. Sleep is for quitters.
There. Now!
Wait, are we pulling her out of a tree? It's God. I was gonna say, like, no one has a robe or anything? Walk back to town naked, Y'shtola. Oh, she's swaddled. She's gonna turn into a lovely butterfly. Leg baby.
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once. All that remains is to pray, my friends.
So there are at least 3 Pajal in Gridania. Possibly the world? I'd imagine if there were more Pajal, they would have been there for that. Oh, Y'shtola. Just seeing her face again, I've been so worried. Y'shtola is resting within an inn room. Though she's still unconscious, the signs are positive. The contractors say she's in sound health and should awaken before long. Isn't that wonderful? While we wait for Y'shtola to wake up. While we wait for Y'shtola to wake up. That's the Batteron wits. I'd take the opportunity to finish my little surprise for her. It's something I've been working on for a while now, in the hope that she one day return to us. It wants for just a couple more items before it's ready. I've already placed orders for these items. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me? One is with the Leatherworkers Guild, and another is with the Conjurers Guild. Speak to Mistress Geva and Brother Isumiyan. That's the one I was thinking of. There are 4. There are 4. And they ought to take care of you. It isn't Fadewin. Looking for some hides to tend, mayhap? Here to retrieve an order from Mrs. Tataru, you say? Coming a good time. Finished it but moments ago. No small coup working for specifications, but I did nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. Oh, did that girl come for chimerical hide anyway? You need either balls of steel or a bottomless coin purse, and it seemed to me she had neither. Greetings, Faidwin. I trust you have been well. Is there aught you require of me? Ah yes, Mistress Tataru's order. As requested, it has been sanctified in the sight of the elementals. I know not what she intends for the staff, but it is a most singular artifact. Even one possessed of my experience would struggle to wield it. Ah, you're back! You have the items, I hope. Yeah? There you go. It was precisely as I requested. A perfect match for the other pieces. Truly gave us a master among masters. And the staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much, Faidwin. I can't wait to see what Ishtola thinks of the surprise. Lest you wonder, she's doing very well, and the conjurers have left her in her sister's care. Let's go and pay them a visit, shall we? Oh god, that was scary.
Ishtola! I'm so glad you're back!
Tataru. You are safe. Thank the 12. Something has changed about you, Alphino.
The voice acting.
Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Worry not. I am well enough.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast?
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the Lifestream. The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You were the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphino. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we were in Ishgard, you see.
Tataru is really the hero of this game.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
A means to prise open a hole in an Allagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon. But I know of one who could. A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Matoya, my